Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. Ghostbusters Afterlife has largely been immune to outrage. When criticism has been brought up, it's been level-headed and absent of Oh, no, it hasn't. CBR, no, it really, really hasn't. Hello, everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube harpy. Now, all of these articles that have been popping up lately about Ghostbusters Afterlife, why Ghostbusters Afterlife is immune to the criticism of the 2016 reboot. Well, first off, no, it really, really isn't. And I can just pull up one more CBR article right here. Afterlife's trailer forgets this is a comedy franchise. Oh, just like Ghostbusters 2016 did. Yeah, that one wasn't funny, and you guys seem to love that one. Here's the thing, though. This one, we got more scenes in the international trailer. I'll tell you really quickly about that one. I got a little, it's heartwarming. It's touching. It's, so far, I don't have a problem with the fact that there's not a lot of comedy in this so far, because it's probably the first 10 minutes of the film. They're just setting up these characters, who these new people are. We're probably going to get a whole lot more of the original, I hope anyway, of the original Ghostbusters doing something a little bit more than just a cameo, because with as much stuff as going wrong, you're going to have to call in the Ghostbusters at some point and teach these kids how to do some things. And, of course, now, the Ghostbusters trailer features more iconic garbage. So again, still not immune from criticism, but the article that we really need to get into is this one here. Ghostbusters is the future of the culture wars. Well, this one is so infuriating in so many ways. It needs the theme music, I think. Just skimming through, I see words like adult virgins and male slobs. Seriously. I am so sick and tired of these writers, these journalists, these people who are just projecting their own uselessness at us, the viewer, and deciding to yell at us about it because they're butthurt that we're going to call them out on their bullshit. That's exactly what it's doing. So this article is filled with a back and forth of, well, we gotta slam the fans even though I agree with them. Let's read it. Well, some of it, not the whole thing, because, seriously. Oh, I hate these people. I hate it when we get these little people who get on their tirade. This little Jeremy Gordon. What do you look like, even? Oh, I gotta see what you look like. Do you have a picture? No. Please, no more serious James Bonds, Ghostbusters, Culture War. Oh, you don't like Baby Yoda? I'm glad I pulled up theme music. You're on my list. You're on my list. Jeremy Gordon, you are on my list. When I look back at the decade, I think of one event that polarized the whole country across extreme political lines. No, it wasn't Ooh, it shouldn't have been that. No, it had nothing to do with some orange asshole in the White House or getting elected or not getting elected. It had nothing to do with any of that. It was about a bad movie that wasn't funny, that featured a bunch of untalented people improvising. I did a video where it said Chris Hemsworth didn't even have a script until they were already 3 months or something into filming, or 3 days, I can't remember. It felt like months. I think they're still filming now. Somewhere they're still sitting at that cafe improvising endlessly. That's the problem, isn't it? This movie was just unending improv dance sequences and queef jokes and cringe and these old women running around trying to be funny, and they're embarrassing. Embarrassment. This is an embarrassment. Every bit of this movie. Bringing massive cultural implications and a profound sense of loss for those who ended up being on the wrong side. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're doing? You're so obsessed with who's in the office in Washington or wherever that you have to and call us all a bunch of names now, even though you're kind of agreeing with us here. You're kind of saying, yeah, it kind of needed to be done. And the 2016 all-women reboot of the classic 80s comedy Ghostbusters. A modern vision of beloved intellectual property, which is about the movie industry's only idea these days. Oh yeah, I agree with that one. I can't tell you a good new IP that's out there because everything else is just reboots, remakes, sequels, and at least we have Cobra Kai. At least that's killing it. The reboot, directed by Paul Feig and starred Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, and Leslie Jones. Oh, and Kate McKinnon. Did you forget her? Anti-LGBT. She's the one people tend to like, actually. She's the one people say, oh, Kate McKinnon was funny, even though she can't tell the difference between DeBarge and Devo, so she is not as funny as people think. And I know that people are like, oh, it's just the actress. It's in the movie. They pretty much improv that whole movie, so I'm going to blame her, because she probably improv that line. Oh, and here we go. The adult virgins who decreed the film's focus on women, opposed to a rough and tumble group of male slobs just trying to have a good time without making any statements about feminism or white supremacy or abortion. It wasn't a focus on women. That's the problem. And you don't need any of these things to have any of the focus on anything. So first off, they're calling the original Ghostbusters male slobs right here, which they were extremely intelligent scientists. Yeah, they're a little weird. They're a little awkward. But these guys are college professors, right? They were college level geniuses. They're not just a bunch of male slobs. Did you watch Spaceballs or something and confuse it? Did you get ew. Because they're female slobs. They weren't really particularly very intelligent. They weren't very, I guess Kristen Wiig was the professor on that one here. Now I'm mixing up all the movies. This is what you do to me. I get in these rages, and these articles just make my brain pound and explode. It's
I just see people, and I just play people.
Bree, at least you got me a subscriber. Sizzle chest, thank you so much for subscribing. Take your little and go out of here, Bree. We don't need you. Nobody asked you. And yes, they were not just trying to have a good time. They were out there seriously researching the paranormal when they stumbled upon the biggest thing. They were actually in this. Come on. They were doing the studies anyway. They were researchers. And then this is where my brain starts to hurt. If you want to watch a movie about all of these things that I've highlighted that I'm not going to say out loud because, YouTube, then you shouldn't be looking to Ghostbusters, should you? Because Ghostbusters is a movie about, hey, there's some ghosts running around. Let's fix it. Let's see. We're smart. We can build some equipment and get this stuff done. And hey, let's make a business out of it. Because Ghostbusters is not about... It's not a political message. It's not profound. It's a fun movie about busting ghosts. It's part of why I'm on a paranormal podcast. Shout out to my friend Pete over on Creepy Little Book. Check us out there every night. Adding to the monumental nature of this, all the pushback happened before the movie even came out. Well, that's because the trailer. It's trailer released 8 months before. They're like, no. The trailer was released 3 months before the movie dropped. Not even 3 months before the movie dropped. It was met with overwhelming backlash for being not funny, and for people like the media and the filmmakers deciding to use that as a way to tell everybody they were all a bunch of man babies and insert that into their film instead of just saying, oopsie, we've got a bad movie. No. They decided to then attack the people they were trying to sell this movie to. That was the problem, and it had nothing to do with the orange asshole in the White House. It got the 1.5 million downvotes because it was a garbage movie that should not exist. And according to his wife, mother, and sister and daughter, 3 of which have not seen the originals. And is this a movie about feminism only? And that's what it shouldn't have been. And that's how they were presenting it to us. Clash might have easily emerged. The put upon progressive cultural regressive. This is regressive. The anti-equality movement is regressive, and don't you forget it, because we get a lot of these puritanical pearl-clutching pussies going around telling me, I can't do this, I can't jiggle. By the way, my channel's not a kid's channel, so yes, I can jiggle. I can do whatever I want to. This is my channel, and I get tired of this crap. Regressive whims of the fascist adjacent fan base. It happened with Star Wars, Last Jedi, Captain Marvel, and several other movies for children. Wait, what's this? Star Wars is PG-13 right now. That is not a movie for children. These are movies for everybody. Movies for little kids would be like the Paw Patrol or something like Actually. These are movies for everybody. You have grown-ass collectors buying these things. You wouldn't have Star Wars appliances because little fucking asshole kids do not buy appliances. Stop with this narrative. These little kids are not... Why, if they're for kids, why are you making adult-sized cosplay? Why are you selling things to adults if they're for kids? Because they're not. They're for everybody. Shove that these movies for kids narrative right up your stupid little fucking ass. I'm tired of that message. They're not. And yeah, I'm gonna get triggered over it. Except for one inconvenient fact, Ghostbusters wasn't actually very good. Yeah, no, the reboot wasn't good. Because see, and this is what he's trying to say, that, they're reeing and screeching and saying, you guys are a bunch of isophobes. Oh yeah, and our movie's bad. Our movie's bad too. By the time it was released, the momentum was gone. It was a good enough a financial bomb to scuttle plans for a sequel. Good. However, the sustained anger proved one thing. There was organic interest in seeing a Ghostbusters reboot done right. Exactly. There was, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm skipping through this. I'm going to skip through this towards the end here. Because there's more... There's more to this article. The rest of this is just the information we already have. Just some... your movie's a love letter. Just the previous movie was made with no heart or respect. Saying that you intend to hand the movie to the fans, Reitman also is pandering. You need it. It's okay to pander. You need that. The new Ghostbusters can't pay homage to the original in a vacuum, thanks to the blowback against the 2016 reboot. Sick of Lady Ghostbusters? Well, here's 2 white guys in lead roles. Where? They're little kids in it. They're little kids. I don't care. This movie is more for kids than Star Wars or Captain Marvel, just because there's kids in it. And that's the problem with these articles and these journalists, because they don't actually understand. This is somebody on that side of, we're against the fandom menace and the toxic man babies and all this bullshit that these people are against. And they're coming to terms with the fact that their movies are not good, and it tears them up inside, and that's why he's attacking. And that's why he keeps going against us here. And I'm fine with Ivan and Jason Reitman pandering because it's their puppy, Imagine if you grew up with something, if you were the first Ghostbusters fan growing up on set with your dad directing it, and that movie was blamed because it started it. Its attitude, its message, its actors, its director started this whole, let's attack the fans. Let's bully the fans. And your legacy, your family legacy and name comes attached with that message of, this is where it all started. This is where the attacking the fan culture began. I don't wish that on them, and I am honored that they gave the rest of us a film saying, no, we want to make this right. This is our legacy. This is for all of us. Nonetheless, this is just how a lot of shit works these days. As we've seen with Star Wars, Last Jedi, Captain Marvel, some of our other movies, for the little humans in your life, PG-13. So I can hit up your little asshole kid when I need a new dishwasher, then he can just buy me one because Star Wars is a kid movie. No, it's not. It's not. Seriously, get your message out of your ass. I'm so tired of these people. I'm so sick of this. $900 cookware says that this is not a movie for children. Greater number of political battles are fought online by culture. Just shove your politics up your ass. Seriously, I am Queen Mecha, the Merciless, over on Twitter, as you guys might know me if you follow me over there. I don't have time for your petty human politics ball. I don't. It's as stupid as sports ball to me to get into. And I know people like sports. And I know people like politics. For me, the only sport I'm watching is a bunch of Japanese guys flinging themselves through obstacle courses. Don't believe me? I still have it loaded up here. It's legit. I'm rewatching Ninja Warrior 23 where Makoto Nagano got the guide rope caught, and then they let him go again for a second run. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my time watching sports ball, but it feels metaphorically beneath us. You're telling me I need to support your boycott, you guys, to declare myself politically. No, I don't. I don't need to support or anything. Like, if you have a bad movie like Ghostbusters 2016, I'm going to call it out on as bullshit. And if you have a good movie like Ghostbusters Afterlife, I am going to support it because I am not bought and paid for like every other access journalist out there. I am my own critic and I answer to nobody but my viewers, and I take my licks when they disagree with me. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I'm sick of these journalists. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!